trust me?
I do. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on sale now.
What's up, you guys? The Dorcas here, back again with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends series Avengers Endgame. Build-A-Figure Thanos. Build-A-Figure Thanos.
No, thank you.
So this guy doesn't really come with any packaging because he is a Build-A-Figure. In that case, you would need to collect this kind of packaging over here. I already went through it. Go ahead and check out my Captain America or Ronin review. But anyway, these are all the figures that you need to collect inside this wave in order to build this guy. You need Captain America from the Quantum Realm suit from Endgame. You need Ronin from Endgame, Ebony Maw from Infinity War, and then these 4 comic book characters who are Living Laser, Marvel's Nighthawk, Citizen V, and Marvel's Hercules. So this entire wave should be released already. I think it released March 31st, like that was the street date for these guys. So they should be at your local Walmart, Target, comic book shop, GameStop. So what we're taking a look at over here is his bladed weapon, and I'm not exactly sure what this has to do with inside of the film, because obviously when this was recording, the film has not come out yet. My theory on it, and I'm sure it's been a lot of other people's theories as well, so I'm not taking all the credit for it, but apparently he destroys the Infinity Gauntlet in this movie, and then he has to defend himself against the Avengers, who are trying to avenge Earth and going to kill him, so he needs to use this bladed weapon to defend himself, and I think this is some Asgardian type weapon or something like that, like something from Thor. So you know, like the Stormbreaker thing that Thor made in Infinity War, this is kind of similar to that. But yeah, this is not looking too bad over here. The sculpting on this looking pretty good. It really does lack paint though. Compared to Thanos over here, he's a pretty big guy. It's about like the same height to him, just not including his head. So here's a closer look at Thanos over here, and to be honest, they've went like completely crazy on all the sculpting detailing throughout this thing. It is lacking a bit of paint. I think they could have used some like try to darken up the armor a little bit, because it does look a little bit light and a little bit like as if he was wearing plastic. So I think they could have like weathered it, I guess, a little bit more. But other than that, it's not looking too bad. I mean, there's a look at the head sculpt right there. It's not a bad looking head sculpt whatsoever. Really happy on the head sculpt that they chose. I mean, we've gotten 3 head sculpts of Thanos so far. We've gotten this smiling head. We've gotten this angry face head, and we've also gotten this just normal looking Thanos head. And to be honest, like, I mean, I would have chose this out of the 3 of them, but I think they should have given us just more than 1 head sculpt over here. But I mean, I'm not going to complain about that much, because you know, this is a pretty cool facial expression, and I mean, yeah, I probably would have chose this out of all of them. The helmet detail in there is looking pretty cool. I think it really adds to the effect of him being really pissed off at the Avengers. So, and yeah, like once again, they're going completely ham on all the detailing on this guy. Like, this sculpting is absolutely insane. If you wanted to swap the heads, you can go ahead and do that. You could just rip off this head right here. Then you could put on Thanos just in his plain facial expression. I mean, it's just not really, doesn't really give a shit about anything right now. You can also put on the head where Thanos is taking a crap. He's trying to get Ant-Man out of his stink hole. And then you can also put him grinning from the Build-A-Figure from last year, but it looks like he's gotten too much sun on his head, on his bald head, rather than his arms over here. Detailing on the rest of the figure, however, is great. It looks like they kind of used the last Build-A-Figure as kind of like a frame, and then they just added on from there, but like added on all the armor pieces, and it's not looking too bad. It's actually looking pretty cool. I kind of like all this sculpting detail throughout. Again, though, I kind of wish that they have added more paint. Like, look at this. This Infinity Gauntlet is probably the most accurate one out of the bunch right now. And you see how they added like the weathering effect on it? That looks so sick, and it would have looked so much cooler if they had it on the armor over here. But unfortunately, they did not do that. It kind of does make me sad that they didn't do that all the way throughout. But overall, it's still not looking too bad. You also got some gems over here, all the Infinity Gems. And that's also looking pretty sick. And then you also got his skirt piece over here. Just looking at the Thanos butt. I'm surprised they didn't add the hole where Ant-Man goes through. The legs over here. And then the feet. And he does have 2 pegals at the bottom. Articulation, it's pretty good overall. I mean, his head can move up about that much. Move down, it can move side to side. He's got arms that move out all the way. He goes up and down. He does have an elbow swivel. And it can just move in at not even 45 degrees. So it's kind of bothersome. He also got his hands that can move up and down, and does move side to side. He does have an ab crunch that can move around that much. Can move back pretty far. Pretty happy about that. And unfortunately, he does not have any waist articulation whatsoever. But anyway, the legs do move up just ever so slightly. Move back. You can also do the splits like that. He does have a thigh swivel in there, which is right there where the Build-A-Figure piece is connected. He does have double jointed knees that do move in pretty far. And then he does have ankles that move down, up, and swivel, and there's no ankle pivot. What is this massacre? And here's Thanos compared to all the rest of the figures inside of this wave. Not really. Other Endgame action figures. So far I've only reviewed the Captain America from the Endgame wave and the Ronin, so go ahead and check those out. I don't have the Cap inside the Quantum Realm suit right now, I just have him in his plain Civil War attire. But anyway, we got Captain America over here, we got Iron Man, and then Ronin. And I want to know in the comments down below, who do you think is going to die in Endgame? Here we have a big purple party. We got the 3 Thanoses over here. We got the Build-A-Figure from last year from the Infinity War movie, and then we also have the Infinity War Marvel first 10 years, something like that. If you guys want to know some backstory about these guys, originally I did the entire wave of this last year, but then I got so upset that they were coming out with this one over here because it was so much cooler than the Build-A-Figure one, and I was just like, man, I don't even want to do a review for this anymore. I'm so upset. So then I didn't do the review of this, and I ended up not completing the entire wave. I might do it someday. If you guys want to click that subscribe button, I'm all open. Go ahead, do it. So really quick, I forgot to say that this hand over here actually has a side-to-side motion rather than an up and down motion as the Infinity Gauntlet over here. So just to keep you guys on a note with that. And overall, like, my final thoughts on this figure, I think it has some great sculpting throughout. It has some okay paint detailing. Like, I mean, you guys already heard what I said. I think it should have had a bit of a wash, like a dark wash going throughout, since it's a little bit more film accurate. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm happy that they have actually went ahead with it and done the actual figure. But anyway, guys, if I were to give this guy a rating, it would probably be a 9 out of 10. That's more about the hype of it, but if I were to rate this as a figure alone, it would probably be a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. If you guys were buying this entire wave just to get this Thanos, I wouldn't highly suggest it, but I mean, if Thanos is like your favorite character, if you're like that hyped for Endgame, go right ahead. I can't stop you from spending your money. It's because, you know, I think it does live up to the hype. I mean, like, other people have said, I know other YouTubers have said that this has been a pretty crappy figure and that it doesn't live up to the hype. But honestly, like, seeing this in front of me and posing it around, it does live up to the hype. It's a pretty cool figure. I mean, like, I'm not really going to put him into too crazy poses, so I don't think I will need all that articulation, really. Anyway, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Be sure to leave a like and comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about this review. Tell me what you thought about this figure. And also, be sure to subscribe for some more Avengers Endgame content. Without further ado, guys, it's been the Dorcas Night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.